Shalom, shalom, beloved. Um, I will read for you chapter 17, Ezekiel 17, and I thank you, Yahuwah, that I can read your word, and I'm just honored. I'm honored that I can serve you, and I thank you, Yahuwah, in your arm of deliverance for all things, for your love, and I love you, beloved, all of you. Yahuwah bless you. Okay. And the word of Yahuwah came to me, saying, Son of man, put forth a riddle, and speak a parable to the house of Israel. And you shall say, Thus said Adonai Yahuwah, the great eagle with large wings, of long pinions, covered with feathers, of various colors, came to Lebanon and took the top of the cedar. He plucked off the topmost of its young twigs, and brought it to a land of traders. In a city of merchants he placed it. He also took some of the seed of the land and planted in a field for seed. He took it by many waters, set it like a willow tree. So it grew and became a low, spreading vine. Its branches turned toward him, and its roots were under it. And it became a vine, and brought forth branches, and sent out shoots. And there was another great eagle with large wings, and many feathers. And see, this vine bent its roots towards him, and stretched its branches towards him, to water it, away from the beds where it was planted. It was planted in a good field, by many waters, to bring forth branches, and to bear fruit, to be a splendid vine. Say, Thus said Adonai Yahuwah, is it going to thrive? Is he not going to pull at its roots, and cut off its root, and let it wither? All of it. Its sprouting leaves wither, without great power or many people to pluck it up by its roots. See, it is planted. Is it going to thrive? Would it not utterly wither when the east wind touch it? Wither in the beds where it grows? And the word of Yahuwah came to me, saying, Please say to the rebellious house, Do you not know what this means? Say, See, the sovereign of Babel went to Jerusalem and took the sovereign and heads, and brought them with him to Babel. Okay. And he took one of the royal seed, and made a covenant with him, and put him under oath. And he took away the mighty of the land, so that the rain would be brought low, and not lift itself up, but guard his covenant, that it might stand. But he rebelled against him, by sending his messengers to Mizraim, to give him horses and many people. Shall he thrive? Shall he escape who is doing this? And shall he break a covenant and still escape? As I live, declares Adonai Yahuwah, in the place where the sovereign dwells, who set him up to reign, whose oath he despised, and whose covenant he broke, with him in the midst of Babel, he shall die. And Pharaoh with his great army and great company is not going to help him in battle. When they heap up a siege mount and build a wall to cut off many beings. And he despised the oath by breaking the covenant. And see, he has given his hand, and he has done all this. He is not going to escape. Therefore thus said Adonai Yahuwah, as I live, my oath which he has despised, and my covenant which he has broken, shall I not put it on his own head? And I should spread my net over him, and he shall be taken in my snare, and I should bring him to Babel, and enter into judgment with him. Therefore the trespass which he committed against me, and all his fugitives with all his bands fall by the sword, and those who are left be scattered to every wind. And you should know that I, Yahuwah, have spoken. Thus said Adonai Yahuwah, and I should take off the top of the highest cedar, and set it out, and I myself shall pluck off a tender one from the topmost of its young twigs, and plant it on a high and lofty mountain. On the mountain height of Israel I planted, and I should bring forth branches, and bear fruit, and become a big cedar, and under it shall dwell birds of every sort. In the shadow of its branches they shall dwell. And all the trees of the field shall know that I, Yahuwah, have brought down the high tree, and exalt the low tree, dried up the green tree, and made the dry tree flourish. I, Yahuwah, have spoken, and shall do it. I say a few things. I know everyone knows the story, what's happened, that Yahuwah, that was the punishment. That was what Yahuwah wants. He wants the people to stay in Babylon, and he wants them to humble themselves, because that was the of Yahuwah. You stay there, that was the covenant which Yahuwah said, look, if you stay there, if you be obedient to Babylon, to the ruler of Babylon, then everything will be fine with you, and you will have children, you will eat from the fruit of the ground, and you will be nourished, even under captivity of Babylon. But that was Yahuwah's will. But they rebelled against that, and went to Egypt and asked for help, and rebelled against Yahuwah. That was Yahuwah's will, and they destroyed that covenant. They broke the covenant. So they actually didn't go against Babylon, but they went against Yahuwah and Yahuwah, because they were proud and stiff-necked, rebellious hearts. Because they are people. Oh yeah, I can't be a slave. You're a slave of your own pride. You're slave of your own, because you're enslaved. You can't be free with Yahusha. Your pride, your self-centeredness is making you slave. You slave those who think they are free. They can be free because they don't want to go under captivity, and because they want to just rebel, because they think they deserve better, they want to be free. But the Yahuwah said, no, you should wait upon me. You need to go through this so you can humble yourself and learn. And I will bring you back. But no, they had to look for help from Egypt, which did not work, because they went against Yahuwah and they disrespect his will. So the time is now. Those things has to be fulfilled. All those things have to be fulfilled. Do you read the prophecy? Do you read the Revelation? What's about Matthew 24? What's about Daniel? What's about 2nd Ezra? 4 Ezra? All those prophecies. Isaiah, Yeshayahu, Jeremiah, Yirmiyahu. They say the end is coming. No, man, you can't change that. The kingdom here, which is controlled by the demonic entity, which is the right hand of devil, Gog, from Magog, it's been placed here. Yahuwah let them reign, those reigns, those beasts. It has to be. The word has to be fulfilled, the prophecy. Man is not going to save the earth. There is no ruler on earth here which will help you and restore it. And any president or any ruler, any prime minister, any king of man is not going to change that. Hide under Yahuwah's wings. Come to him, and he will give you shelter, because his word won't return to him void. It has to be fulfilled. So there is no rescue from the situation. Seek Yahuwah, his guidance, through the Ruach of truth and life. It does those all things meant to happen. You can't stop it. Even if you go on the street and start to say, and you will say no, and you go with guns or whatever, you scream, you protest, you make a loud, complaint, or you start revolution, whatever you want to do, or you hope for the new government or new ruler, which will change something, the disease, the plague, the vaccines, all those things has to come. All those things has to come and pass. They are birth pains, and they will increase. No man can change that. You can petition, you can ask, whatever you do, you are only a man. You know the Yahuwah, and doesn't say that everything will return for good to the time when was better. It never was good anyway. I never like anything about this world. It is going to perish. The system is no good. The whole head is sick, and even the whole body is ill. Go to Yahuwah, pray for everyone without ceasing. Pray for his righteousness. Pray for his justice, and that Yahusha will return. And pray for other people, that they will find the truth in life and they repent, so they will repent and return. And pray for the Ruach of truth and life, so we will become his children one, so Yahuwah can use us for his plan. But don't hope for this government of the world, for any government of this world, for anything. Don't have the hope and don't worry about it. The world is not this world. It's going to perish, cannot be repaired. It cannot be fixed. And no one can help. There is no one which is good, not even one. Only Yahuwah is good, and his arm of deliverance, Yahusha. I love you. Yahuwah bless.